Maybe I should do the video this way.
Hi guys! Happy New Year! Well, for New Year's, of course, there's the what is it called? Everyone knows that there's the tradition of New Year's, like stating your New Year's resolution. Do they have that in China? No.
That's just someone like, say something ambitious then never achieve that.
Well, our things will be achieved. So we wanted to kind of state our New Year's resolution, and then we also want to state our goals for the new year. Now, some people might think that those two are the same thing, but for us, New Year's resolution is a habit or something that you want to change that can better yourself as a person, like through mentally, physically, or like developmentally.
Sounds deep.
Yeah. And then your goals is something that you want to achieve, but you don't have to consistently do it. So we'll start with our New Year's resolution. Oh, what if we can do this each year? That'd be really cool.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And then we can like compare it. I will state my New Year's resolution first. So I want to strive to be a good wife. And I know like that was my last year New Year's resolution, and I feel like I'm doing
pretty well.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing my best, but there's always things that I can improve on.
I mean, no one is perfect.
Yeah, of course, but you always have a way to get better.
That's true.
I don't want to go into details because I feel like that's kind of private, and I'll just keep it like kind of general because I don't want to go into details of what I think is a good wife and things like that. So yeah, I want to strive to be a better wife from this year. Well, from 2024, I want to be better in 2025. And these are not in any type of order. The next one, I want to focus on YouTube more. I want to make the content, and like we have so many things in our life that we're going to need to film, and I want to make it like a more consistent schedule. That was also like the goal for 2024 too, because Yonjia was saying like, oh, if we don't get monetized, maybe YouTube isn't for us, and we just need to like do it like
for fun, for hobbies.
Yeah, for hobbies. Seeing how much our YouTube channel has grown, and like seeing the community and the people who are subscribing, and
I felt it's a really like a rewarding thing.
Yes, just like seeing everyone share in the comments about themselves, or like stating advice, or like opinions and things. I've just enjoyed it, actually. Just seeing the community like grow is really exciting. So I guess the subscriber does count, because like the community is growing and our community is starting to become more established. So, yeah, so I wanted to focus on YouTube a little bit more now that we've reached that point of if it should be a hobby or like an actual full-time thing. The next one is that I want to form the habit of praying more.
I didn't know that.
For me, like the childhood and stuff, we didn't form a habit of prayer.
Me neither.
So like, it's like a very like I have to think about it, and I want to form those habits to become closer to God and my foundation to be more solid. I just want to form that habit to become better so that I can actually become closer. And then the next one is to set a schedule to learn more Chinese. My Chinese level has actually increased from like when we first dated. The main things that I remember was Shiza, and like I learned that one. I learned Nampanyong, New Panyong, and Nai Nai. I've just learned those words that first year we were dating. And now I learned more words like buy, like, I want, and egg, and fruit. And it was not like a big progression, but it is progressing. So I want to learn more Chinese, and I want to have a habit of learning. Once I get off work, I'm like mentally drained. So I need to push myself to be able to do these things. Because it's really easy for me to just come home, play with Kaida, and just like go to sleep.
That just manifest your second New Year resolution? Be a good mom. Right? That's the part of being a good mom.
Yeah, but that's the part of being a good wife too.
Yeah.
A good wife is a good mom.
Right.
Now, what are your New Year's resolutions?
So my New Year resolution is first is related to career.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be more expert in my career, learn more about software engineering. When I work with my coworker, I was like, wow, why they know so much, right, about the industry, about the knowledge. There's still a lot of new technologies in the product line. I don't know about it. They are also more senior. They are around 40.
Right.
I mean, if I learn really hard for 10 years, I'll also reach that level. But I want to learn it faster, but I also want to make a life-work balance, like spend some time on the family side too. That's my first New Year resolution. The second one is I still want to keep fit. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. I feel the second one is contradictory with the first one. Because once you work too hard, you don't have time to work out.
So I think like if you get on my schedule of working out at 6:30 in the morning, then that works. Like right now our schedule is like mismatch. You know how I work out in the mornings, then I come back home, you're like, oh, I feel like working out in the afternoon, or I'm too tired, so then you don't work out, but then you work out on the weekends, and I'm like, well, I worked out the entire 5 days or so.
Oh no, I feel it's so difficult. Yeah, I hope I can achieve this one.
Are you thinking about like a weight goal, or are you just thinking about lifestyle wise?
Lifestyle. Weight is just a consequence.
Maybe if you stop eating all those sweets.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I didn't. Who bought the candies?
I'm not talking about candies. I'm talking about the pumpkin pie and the pecan pie and the pumpkin cake.
No, I never had a pumpkin
you were
pie.
definitely looking at it.
I only look at it. Yeah, speaking of that, I've never had a pumpkin pie since I got into the US.
You said pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie.
Oh, pumpkin pie. I've never had one so far.
I don't like one, so I like a sweet potato pie.
Oh yeah, pumpkin pie. Okay, I think my next New Year resolution is to learn more English. I didn't think about it. That's true, because I felt a lot of language barrier, and especially my coworkers. You know, like when you don't understand anything, but you need to pretend you understand everything, and just smile a little bit and guess the meaning. It's totally different. Like everybody's using different vocabularies.
I think it's also the same with me, because I'm with a lot of older people too.
Yeah, I think just overall learning English is one of my New Year resolution too.
I'll hold you up to it.
And the next one, yeah, saving money. Saving money, maybe that's our goals.
Yeah. Not our resolution. So we also have our goals, right? So our goals for Yongjie, of course.
Chinese people like saving.
And I like saving too, you know. I mean, who doesn't like saving?
Do you?
I like spending too, but I also like to save. Yeah, so we wanted to save some money for a whole bunch of things. I think like going into our next goal, is that we want to have a house in September to December timeframe. So with that goes with saving money. And once you buy a house, what else do you have to do? You have to save money. You're literally at ground zero almost. You haven't bought a car, can't get a credit card, you can't do a lot of things when you have a house or when you're in a process of buying. That's one of our goals, is saving money.
Our ideas of buying things, of purchasing like expensive big items already changed a lot. Like for example, if compare myself from 5 years ago, I would think, oh, I want to buy a Porsche. I want to buy a sport car. It looks super cool. And usually it's convertible, because that type of vehicles is very popular in Shanghai. But right now I would think, yeah, why would I buy that? The mile per gallon is bad, right? And it's not spacious. You cannot it doesn't have a lot of cargo space. It cannot
Right.
carry my family. Why would I need that? I don't even mind buying a second use car right now.
I mean, I think the only cars you've had is second use here.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a decent,
Yeah.
very decent and
You've had like good,
vulnerable.
good type of second use cars.
Yeah, car is just an example. The more concrete ideas we want to spend our money on something well appreciate, not something depreciate. So it's like, oh, if we want to buy a house, then we'll think, yeah, this is a very big goal because it will like benefit your life, right? And we'll use it every day. It's very practical. The most of time house is an investment because the value of it will only increase by time. I think that's the biggest goal we have. Like all of our efforts are working towards that direction.
Our next goal is to apply for school because that also goes into the house as well. So
not me. I'm done with school. I feel yeah. So that's ideal. We have very big difference ideas about degree about school.
Yeah. So like a little background. I want to get a master's in business, and Yonje wants me to get a STEM degree, a science degree, or something. And I just want to learn what type of university I go to as long as they provide good instruction. That's what matters to me. Yonje thinks
I'm the opposite.
That the degree matters, you know?
Yeah, the degree. I mean, sometimes the degree doesn't even matter. For my current job, they didn't even verify my degree. I just told them I have a master in computer science. That's all, right? And also for the oh wait, I shouldn't. Yeah, I cannot say my school. The education is not good, but it's pretty useless. Like to be honest, I skipped at least 80% of classes. Not 80%, but
skip a bit.
80% of classes was basically me like learning something like self-taught. After you heard some ideas from the class, you just go home and search online, search about the same ideas. So I feel a lot of things from the school is already outdated because my major like computer science is changing every day so fast. So just the fundamental thing, for example, 1 + 1 = 2, that's something will never change. Or the basic knowledge about computer science, like how the computer is comprised, that's not something will not be changed in any time soon. But the most of the time, the school is just for you to cultivate your ability to learn something really fast. That's the key ability. What you really learn doesn't matter too much as long as you get a degree in the end. No one cares about what you actually learn in the school because usually the things you learn in school is not even related to your future job. Just the major related. So my idea, like I always told you, like this what you learn from school doesn't matter. You just need a degree to find a job, right? So that's our idea. That our different ideas towards education. Because, for example, you think, oh, I want to learn something, right? And you even said, oh, even the, for example, the score I got is not very high. It's still fine because I focus more on process when I learn something. I said, no, you just try the best way to get the like 4.0 GPA. You don't care about like what you really learn. I mean, for me, how I learned in the school. Every time I just skip the class. Whenever there's an exam, I just learn in the exam range. I learned what I will be testing.
Well, I guess that's the difference in me and you. This is going to be my first master's, and I really only know what to expect through Yonje because I will be the first in my immediate family to have a master's. Only thing I'm seeing is stuff that he's doing, and he's going in for computer science, and I'm like going in for a master's in business administration. In the beginning, before I actually thought seriously about what I wanted to get my master's in, I was just thinking like, if I get a master's, that's good enough because I wasn't even expecting to get a master's in the first place. So getting a master's in general is fine for me. But then Yonje was like, oh, you need to think of something more serious. And so I was like, maybe I should do a master's in something that I like. And then he was like, no, you need to think of something that can help you with a job. And I was like,
yeah,
you're right.
Remember, never pursue your dream.
I was like, yeah, you're right. And so like I decided to do something that I was interested in, but could also get a job. So I was like, what is something that I can do that I've experienced that I like doing, and how can I transfer that over into like a master's degree? So I think a business and administration is pretty good for me. I'm pretty set on it.
Yeah.
Because there's like so many different routes that you can take.
I don't know. I feel nowadays master degree is just for fun.
Well, I mean, that's why I want to do it. I want to do it for fun. So
yeah, as long as you don't have an idea to do a PhD, your master should be very chill, because you don't have a lot of burden to do research. You just get a degree.
I hope not.
I think it's quite easy.
I'm thinking like the only thing I want them to do is like in business, I want them to explain like the laws and stuff for that degree, and like the technical part, not like the technical and like the methods of functions. You know, like
the main skill is more like a soft skill. Like it's the same for every major. It's all about how do you present yourself. For example, if you can give a very perfect presentation in public, of course you'll stand out. What you really learn, I mean, even if you can learn really well, but if you cannot present yourself, it still doesn't count. It's the same for my major, for my job, for your job, for your future major. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
How do you present yourself?
Well, we'll see when I apply. Let's hope I get in.
Hope you can get a top tier university. Chinese people like top tier university. It's fun. It'll be fun.
I want to enjoy getting my master's.
So getting master's is your goal.
It is now. At first, I didn't really think that much about it. That is a little bit of a tangent, but
yeah, extended. This is a different, the idea.
Yeah.
Chinese American idea about getting a degree.
Right. So, yeah, that is our New Year resolution. And let us know what are some of your resolutions or some ideas that you might have for your goals for 2025.
Yeah.
And let's hope that we can all achieve our resolution, or at least progress.
I mean,
towards that.
Because progress is important. As long as you're working towards that goal, you're making a little bit of progress every day, it's good.
Yeah. And I think that's like the point of New Year resolution, is to make progress.
Make you motivated.
So anyway, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Happy New Year!